Welcome, Minneapolis junior senior high school fans, back to the gym here on November 19th, 2019, as we've enjoyed another Indian summer day here in central Kansas. Beautiful, gorgeous weather. A lot better than some things we've experienced and some more things that will be coming. Dale Leach here for CityLinkedTV.com Minneapolis channel, getting ready to bring you the action between the Minneapolis junior high boys hosting the Ellsworth junior high boys. The Ellsworth team is the Bearcats. Your Minneapolis team is the Lions. The Ellsworth to be dressed in black, trimmed in white. Minneapolis, the white trimmed in red and gray, it looks like. We've had two junior varsity games, B and C team, that the Ellsworth squads won rather handily. The Minneapolis boys have won one game, I believe, on the season so far, up at Republic County. Just a few seconds before tip-off. I don't think we'll have introductions. Starting for Minneapolis is Mr. Smith, 5'11", 8th grader. 25, Hunter McKenna, 5'7", 8th graders. 11, Daniel Roth, 5'5", 8th grader. 10, Zach Nelson, 5 foot, 7th grader, and 15, Colby Phipps, 8th grader. Minneapolis controls the tip. Smith drove with basket and is fouled. Before the shot, Smith tried to get it to Mr. Smith. It's knocked away. He gets it. Turnaround jumper's off. He's fouled or traveled. So Ellsworth on the attack here. Three-pointer from the side by number 2. Is good. That is Will Cravens. Ball stolen by the Bearcats. Is Ian Andalon comes up with it. .14 drive, shows up a wild one. Mr. Smith with the rebound. Smith gets it over to Smith. Jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound to Ellsworth. And when drives, kicks it down to Cravens. Stolen away by 25, Hunter McKenna from Minneapolis. Tied up. Bearcat possession. Inbound by Lane Rolfs. .14 drives, puts up a jumper that's good. 5-0 Ellsworth. Little press, and they come up with the ball. Cravens drives, kick it over 14, 3-pointers off. Smith comes up with the rebound. Layup blocked by Ellsworth. Craven handling the ball for the Bearcats. Back to Craven. Shot is blocked. Mr. Smith comes up with the rebound for Minneapolis. Braylon Smith with the ball, or did have it. Down to 15. The shot's blocked. The shot was by Colby Phipps. Tried to get it into Mr. Smith. It's blocked away from him. 15, turnaround jumper is no good. Mr. Smith with the rebound for the Lions. Ball's knocked out of bounds. And we have timeout, Minneapolis. We'll take a break here. A word from our sponsors.
Pat and Winnette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delphos area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106, south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your work. Ag by Air, a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Welcome back to first quarter action. Bearcats with possession of the ball. We'll bring it the length of the court. Met by Braylon Smith from the Lions. They have a pushing foul, 14. Leighton Laker was fouled. Fourth team foul. Bearcats have one. And around jumper by 4 is no good. Smith saves the rebound out of bounds. Down to Braylon Smith. Nice layup to Zach Proctor for the Lions. One drives and traveled. Minneapolis will inbound under the Ellsworth basket. Press by the Bearcats. They get it out. Layup is blocked. Lions get it back. Mr. Smith, 5-footer, is off. 12 takes a 3. It's off. Rebound to the Bearcats. That shot was by Joseph Wall. .32 at the shot. He was fouled. That's Riley Stone. He'd go to the line for 2. Foul was on Braylon Smith. His first. Team second foul. Stone at the line again for 1. Second one's off. He gets his own rebound, about stolen away. 3-pointer is no good. Mr. Smith reaches over, brings it down. He about has it stolen away from him. Layup by Mr. Smith is good. Ellsworth gets their own rebound. Minneapolis called for a foul on the shot. It's going to put Stone back on the line for 2. He was 1 of 1 previously. And gets both of them. Zach Nelson will inbound for the Lions. Gets it out to Mr. Smith. Ball's tipped out of bounds to Minneapolis. Down to Mr. Smith. He's working. Turnaround jumper is no good. Braylon Smith attempts the rebound, but he fouls. Fourteen foul, second personal. Out of bounds off Minneapolis. Four. Takes a long two and thinks that is Lane Rolse. Ball tipped, intercepted by Smith. Mr. Smith drives the lane, layup is no good. Top back to him, he puts it up for 2. And another steal by the Lions. Braylon Smith can't hang on to it. Ellsworth comes up with it. 14 drives and gets the 2. That's Leighton Laker. Braylon Smith tied up, gives it down to Nelson. Attempts to pass inside, intercepted by the Bearcats. .32 down low, count it. Riley Stone. Mr. Smith with a long one. Bounces off the rim. 14-6 at the end of a quarter. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Bennington State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. With locations in Minneapolis, Bennington, and Salina, they strive to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service along with trust and wealth management. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Tonight's game brought to you by C&R Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at C&R Plating, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis in all they do.
With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. We also support ag operations by providing bulk delivery of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene at 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. Go MHS Lions!
Okay, looks like Minneapolis will inbound the ball there on the far side. Start the second quarter with the possession arrow. Mason Smith inbound it to Braylon Smith. Braylon Smith now drives. Gets it over to 14. 10-footer short. Cravens with the rebound for Ellsworth. 15. Drives. Layup is good. And And must have some blood or something. The shot was made by Cole Weber. Braylon Smith gives it down to Wool. Braylon Smith with 3, bounces off the rim. Good effort there by Mason Smith to rescue that. Back to Mr. Smith. He's fouled over the back. He'll go to the line for 2. Back rim's number 1. And the second one. Back rims also. I don't know what happened there. I wasn't looking. Heard the whistle. Ellsworth's got the ball. 5:05 remaining here in the second quarter. .14 drives is no good. Mr. Smith with the rebound for the Lions. We'll bring it up the court. Passes down to Nelson. Shot is blocked. Picked up by Wool. Into 14. The shot is off. Rebounded by Cravens. 2-on-1. 32 puts it up to count it. And he'll go to the line for 1. That is Riley Stone. No good on the shot. Rebound by 15. Turnaround jumper is out. Minneapolis with the rebound. Might have been a foul there. No call. Count it. Mr. Smith possibly. I didn't see who it was. Team tied up. Gets it out. Cravens on the right wing now. .14 jumper is no good. Rebounded for the Lions by Mason Smith. Mr. Smith brings it up the court. Jumper's no good. Bearcats with the rebound. That's Liker. Craven with a 3. It's no good. 14 with the rebound for the Lions, and he's fouled over the back. The rebounder is Mason Smith. Third team foul on the Bearcats. Minneapolis with 6. Mr. Smith with possession. And we work it down the court and throw it away. I guess they're going to say it was tipped. Mason Smith the inbound. Gets it to Mr. Smith. Cross court to 11. Drives. It's off the side of the backboard. Stone comes up with that loose ball and in for the Bearcats. 20-8. Tipped. Stone puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. Go to the line for two after timeout by Minneapolis. Actually, it's a 1-and-1. That was the seventh Lion foul. Unless they called that in shooting, I didn't see the fingers that the referee held up. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and your vehicle needs repair for body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway. The Citizen State Bank and Trust, with locations in Minneapolis and Delphos, proudly support the Minneapolis High School Lions. Contact either Owen Kendall or Jared Schmidt for all your banking needs, be it home, personal, business, or trust services. We feature online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and certificates of deposit to help fulfill your hometown banking needs. The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years for home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202.
This is number one on the free throws. Second one's on its way and good. Mr. Smith on the drive. Layup from the left side. It was right-handed. It's good. Andelon with the ball for the Bearcats. Setting up here against the Lions, one man-to-man defense. Cravens with the three. Mr. Smith with the rebound. Braylon Smith with the ball now. Mr. Smith drives. Layup is no good. He's fouled. Mr. Smith will go to the line for two. Fourth team foul on the Bearcats. First on Andelon. And the first one bounds out. Second one is a swish. 21-11 Bearcats. 1:40 to go here in the first half. Cravens drives, kicks it out to Andelon. Number 4, just inside the free throw line. Cravens turnaround jumper is no good. Braylon Smith kicks it out. Bearcats last touch the ball. 1:21 here to go in the half. Minneapolis inbound. Getting a uniform adjustment here. "14" comes in for the Bearcats. That's Leighton Liker. Into Braylon Smith, and he traveled. So the Bearcats with possession here. "14" drives in, kicks it out to 15. Now Cravens on the left wing. Andelon drives to the left. Kicks it down to Stone. 32, count it. He's fouled. Riley Stone at the line for one. No good. 21 gets the rebound for Minneapolis. Kicks it over to Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith drives, stops, pumps, puts it in off the glass for two. Stone comes up with the loose ball, no good. 23 with the rebound for the Lions. Minneapolis with possession, 10 seconds remaining in the half. Wall. They get it down to Mr. Smith. Shots blocked out of bounds by Cravens. 3 seconds remaining. Intercepted by Cravens. And he throws it long. At the end of one half play, the Bearcats of Ellsworth are ahead by 10, 23-13. We'll take a break and be back for second half action. Dale Leach for CityLinkTV.com. Tape delay to Eagle Communications Channel 20 Minneapolis.
At Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer and Just Ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. Hometown Outdoor Power, with locations in Minneapolis, Salina, and McPherson, has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program, and go Lions! The Messenger Clothing Company, with locations in Minneapolis and Salina, can design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event with screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions! When it's go time, your local Pioneer team is with you from the word go every step of the way. With high-performing Pioneer brand products and local insights, they'll help you choose a lineup of products tailored to your fields and proven just down the road. See Sheldon Doherty at River Hill Seed about those Pioneer brand products. And go Lions! See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency, with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Thoroughly retired.
Yeah, I figured that. I did too. Several years ago, I used to coach against him.
Oh.
At Delphos there mainly.
Okay.
And that old gym over there, this is a lot nicer.
Oh, yeah. Our old gym was a lot nicer than that old gym.
I bet. Yeah. Well, it's good to hear he's still around.
Yeah.
We used to beat up on each other.
He was, his rookie year as coach was my 8th grade year.
Really?
Many a year ago.
Yeah. Back in the 70s.
Back in the 60s.
60s, actually.
Yep.
Okay, well, I hadn't heard from him. We moved to Colorado, so we're just back watching the grandson play.
I can remember seeing, what's your name?
Remember?
Webber.
Yeah. It's been a while.
He was a good coach.
Yes, he was. He liked to beat up on us. I'll tell you there. We were at Minneapolis before we were in now they've gone back to the sold to Ellsworth.
Those kids. Oh, yeah. They're at the junior high in Minneapolis.
Designs with Sherry Bertrand. The Heat is Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickrell. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. Klein Oil Company of Delphos, Jim Klein. LaGrange Supply with Scott Mortimer. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. The No Place Like Home Quilt Shop with Carolee Austin. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. Scheidler's with Terry Farrington. Schooler Grain Company, Rich Waltman, manager. Sunflower Realty with Monty Nelson. Autotech with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. Schooler Grain Company, Rich Waltman, manager. D&M Body Shop, John Wright. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. Klein Oil Company of Delphos, Jim Klein. Scheidler's with Terry Farrington. Autotech with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris. Sunflower Realty with Monty Nelson. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickrell. The Heat is Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. Designs with Sherry Bertrand. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. The Delphos Cooperative Association, Steve Hosley, manager. LaGrange Supply with Scott Mortimer. The No Place Like Home Quilt Shop with Carolee Austin. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little.
All right, welcome back here. Second half action. The Bearcats of Ellsworth leading by a score of 23-13 over Minneapolis. They outscored Minneapolis 9-7 in the second quarter. Shot by Cravens, three. He opened the game with a three-pointer and then was silent the rest of the way and starts the second half the same way. Bearcats about to get a steal. Wolves' pass is intercepted by Cravens. Count it. Well, he's fouled. He'll go to the line for one. And sinks it. Down to Mr. Smith. 5-footer is no good, kind of flat. 15 with the rebound for the Bearcats. Fast break. Opportunity number 4. Counted for 2. Lane Rolfs. And they tip it away. Goes out of bounds. Smith rescues the ball. Goes into the lane, kicks it out to 25, Shot's no good. The shot was by McKenna. Bearcats on the attack. Chalk blocked out of bounds by McKenna. They'll inbound under their basket. And the lawn out to Cravens. He tries another three. It's good. 34-13. Bearcats. Mr. Smith drives the lane. Layup is good. $15 is foul on the shot. That is Cole Weber. You go to the line for two. Try number two here. And not true on that one. Smith with rebound for Minneapolis. We apparently he stepped on the line. Tried to get it over 15. He's too tall. Cole Weber with the steal. Stone with the shot for the Bearcats. Mr. Smith drives. Layup is good. Fouled. Well, they call a charging call, so wave off the basket. His first foul. Third foul of the half for the Lions. And DeLon kicks it out to Cravens. Blocked by Smith, possibly. Stone puts the shot up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Misses number one. Second one's off. Rebound by 14 for the Bearcats. 15 shot from the outside is good. Mr. Smith drives the lane. Layup. No good. Weber with the rebound for the Bearcats. Cravens another three. Swish. And the Lions take a timeout. Should leave them with two. They got three on the board. Anyway, let's take a break, and here's who some of our community sponsors are that help in bringing these broadcasts live on video.
Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. D&M Body Shop, John Wright. The Delphos Cooperative Association, Steve Hosley, manager. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickrell. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. Scheibler's with Terry Farrington. Klein Oil Company of Delphus, Jim Klein. Designs with Sherry Bertrand. The Heated Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo.
Okay, welcome back because we're getting ready to restart the third quarter. The Lions now 41-15, 2:38 remaining in the quarter. They get the ball into Mr. Smith, who bring it up the court. Back to Mr. Smith. He drives the lane. Layup is good. And the ball goes out of bounds to Ellsworth. It's off of Smith's foot. Out of bounds again to the Bearcats. Braden Smith comes up with a loose ball there. Kick it down to Mr. Smith. He drives. Lays it in from the side. 41-19. Loose ball picked up by Braden Smith. And the Lions on the attack. McKenna gets it out to Mr. Smith. Braden Smith pops a three. It's good. First three of the game for Minneapolis. 1:42 to go. It's 41-22. Favor the Bearcats. Layup is out. Rebounded by Daniel Roth. Braden Smith. Layup is no good. He's fouled. Keep calling him Braden. That's Braylon, excuse me. 2 free throws here. First one rims off. Second one's on its way and short. Rebound to the Bearcats. Braylon Smith knocks it away. Mr. Smith comes up with the call. Out of bounds off the Bearcats. Braylon Smith gets it into Nelson. Back to Braylon Smith. Runs into double team. Gets it down to Mr. Smith. He drives. Kicks it over to Phipps. Shot's way off. Out of bounds off the Bearcats. Bearcats intercept the ball. 45 seconds remaining here in the third. Braylon Smith picks up the ball. Goes to the left. Left-handed is good. 30 seconds remaining in the third. Timeout Ellsworth with 24.8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The coach wants to talk about what's been happening. The Lions getting some things rolling again here. 4 timeouts from either squad remaining. I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. Minneapolis has 2 timeouts left. Team fouls 4 for Minneapolis, 1 for the Bearcats. Bearcats will inbound the ball here on the near side. Cravens drives, kicks it down low to Stone. He's fouled. We'll go to the line for 2. Got the first one. He was their leading scorer in the first half with 12 points. They had 5 players score. Minneapolis had 2. And the second one bounds in. 43-24, Ellsworth. Mr. Smith gets it to Braylon Smith across the timeline. Down to McKenna, back to Braylon Smith, a 3. It's short. Out of bounds to the Bearcats. 7 seconds left on the clock. McKenna with the ball. Puts up a long 2. It's short. After 3 quarters of play, it's the Bearcats 43, Minneapolis 24. As we head to the fourth quarter. We'll hear some more about who our community sponsors are that help provide these live video coverage of Minneapolis sports.
Sunflower Realty with Monty Nelson. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. Autotech with Dave Sweat and Gary Keating. Schooler Grain Company, Rich Waltman, manager. The No Place Like Home Quilt Shop with Carol Lee Austin. LaGrange Supply with Scott Mortimer. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. Harris Crop Insurance with Greg Harris.
All right, welcome back for fourth quarter action. Minneapolis will inbound on the ball on the far side with the possession arrow. Wool out to Braylon Smith. Nelson here. Down to Wool on the deep left side. He takes the 15-footer. Count it. He was the other scorer in the first half. That gives him at least 4. I can't remember if he had anything in the third quarter or not. Mr. Smith comes up with the steal. Down low to Nelson. Banker is good. Nice assist by Mr. Smith there. Andelon drives. Shots off. Nelson comes up with the ball. Braylon Smith now. Lines on the attack. Drive by Nelson is no good. Rebounded by the Bearcats. And we have a foul on Braylon Smith. That's his 5th. Daniel Roth comes in for Braylon. 16th foul on the lines this half. Bearcats still with 1. Nice feed and layup from the side by the Bearcats. That was number 4, Ross. Nelson gets it down to Wall. Mr. Smith gets it down low to Wall. He's in amongst the trees. Cravens steals the ball. Cravens dumps it down to Stone, or not Stone. That's 15. Weber. Count it, and he'll go to the free throw line. I think count it, yeah. 17 foul, so the Bearcats will be in the 1-1 from here on. And count that one. Bearcats up by 20. Rolls down to Andelon. Rebound to the Lions. Mr. Smith crosses the timeline. He drives the lane. And blocking foul is called on Rolfs, I believe. Mr. Smith to the line for 2. 3:27 remaining in the fourth quarter. Gets number 1. Second free throw on its way. Bounds out. Bearcats with the rebound. Cravens guarded by Mr. Smith. Dumps it down to 15. Shot's no good. Mr. Smith with the rebound. Three minutes remaining in the game. Mason Smith in for the Lions. He'll inbound the ball to Mr. Smith. Cravens goes for the steal. 4 steals it for the Bearcats. Down to Cravens. Shot's no good. He's fouled. So Craven will go to the line for 2. .246 remaining here in the fourth. Gets number 1. Couple subs coming in for the Bearcats. Second one's on its way. No good. Mr. Smith with the rebound for the Lions. He brings the ball down court. Down to number 11. Shot's no good. It was kind of blocked. Wool with the rebound. And traveling is called. .49-29 the score with 2:30 to go. Down to number 50, accounted for 2. That's Brendan Anderson. And they make the steal. 31 drives. Cravens for 3. It's short. Anderson with the rebound. Stolen away by 15, and he might have fouled. Brendan Anderson to the line for a 1-and-1. 9th team foul for Minneapolis. 3 for the Bearcats. has something wrong with the scorebook here, or somebody that came in. Consultation between the referees and the Ellsworth coach. Scorebook error, I'm assuming. Okay, a technical's called. Mr. Smith to the line for 2. It's the first. And number 2 also. Now, Brendan Anderson will be at the free throw line for the Bearcats. It's off. Bearcats come up with a loose ball. The rebound's out of bounds. Nelson with the ball for the Lions. Number 11, Roth was fouled. 4th team foul on the Bearcats. No free throws here. Mr. Smith with the ball. Roth drives. And the Lions throw it away. Bearcats come up with the loose ball. Down to 25, that's Rodriguez. 4 to 2, Mr. Smith drives. His shot is no good. Bearcats come up with the rebound. Out of bounds it goes to Minneapolis. 53-31 with 1:21 remaining. Now Minneapolis gets some subs in. Mr. Smith is going to sit down. Replaced by Ryan Myers. And Minneapolis wasn't looking. We throw it away. 21 drives. It's blocked by Wohl. $1:15 remaining here. Nelson with the ball for the Lions. He drives. Blocked by Rodriguez. And he fouls. So Zach Nelson goes to the line for 2. First one rims off. Second one bounds in. And Minneapolis has the ball for some reason. I don't know why. And the referees were asleep. Minneapolis coaches reminded them it was black ball. And the Minneapolis players were taking it to the Ellsworth end. Everybody was asleep. Minneapolis with the steal. Phipps comes up with the rebound. Walbach gets the steal for the Lions. Nelson fouls from behind. 31 seconds remaining in the contest. And 31, Dennis Dicer goes to the line for 2 because it's the double bonus. Makes them both. 55-32 the score. Anderson steals the ball for the Bearcats. And the Bearcats can run the clock out here. Up. And Nelson comes up with a steal. Layup from the right is good. Final score, 55-34. The Bearcats of Ellsworth administering a defeat to your Minneapolis Lions. And I don't have the official stats in front of me, but I'm going to guess that Mr. Smith of Minneapolis probably has 25 of those points. We will name him the player of the game, sponsored by, who are we going to, the Citizen State Bank of Minneapolis be the sponsor of the player of the game. Citizen State Bank and Trust here in Minneapolis. Mr. Smith, the player of the game. We will be back Thursday for a girls contest against I'm not sure who. You're listening to Dale Leach here on CityLinkTV.com, Minneapolis. Good night, folks.